Hello, friends.
Hi, y'all. Happy Wednesday.
We are here. It is Wednesday.
Oh, that's what's happening. Sorry, my Twitch was not muted, and I was like, why do I hear us so many times? That's alright. We're professionals. Don't worry about it. So it's another episode of Carbe Diem night, which is very exciting. In tradition of doing our announcements at the top of show, besides tonight on Monday, we have the finale of Into the Dark Room. So our last episode there, and that's going to be really exciting. For tonight and every night here, we have Streamloads cards. Because Whiskey was off on his own adventure last week, I would perhaps say that if Whiskey doesn't have a lot in his pool, that maybe now is the time to give it, because that is what we will be opening with, but please feel free to play something for everybody tonight. Big Red will not be joining us in the beginning, but as soon as Adam is available, he is going to ping me and we're going to drop him back into the room. But yeah, Streamloots cards are really easy to get and easy to play, and you have a link right now in the chat box. So
and
feel free to get them at your leisure.
Are all of our socials. If you are new here, we are Homebrews and Homebodies. We stream homebrewed games. And right now we are playing The Vanishing Land, which was written by the amazing Jeff and Sarah Moore. So yeah, we are here. Those are all of our socials. Easiest way to know what we're doing is follow us on Twitter. We keep that pretty updated. And we do have a Discord server if you want to jump in. We tend to drop character art there first and things along those lines. Yay! We're getting so many cards. Thank you, Star Drew, and whoever else has played, and Allie.
Hey, guys.
But yeah, grab those Streamloots cards, follow our socials, and like Mal said, we will be back on Monday with Into the Dark Room, and I think that is about it, so let me pop us over to the trailer.
Yeah! Hello, everybody. So tonight we start with me and Allie because Whiskey was gone last week. Hey, Allie, you ever get around to watching that episode?
I thought I wasn't supposed to because secrets.
Yeah,
I got shows mixed up.
I'm very happy for you to not have watched it. You're totally fine. Okay. After your time in the Garden of Olives, all of your friends as well as you are planning out a heist. But give me like a mental check. This is going to act as perception, but that's the closest you've gotten this game.
All right, let's find out. Yeah. That's an 18 on the die. So for a mental,
Yeah.
that seems like a large number. 34?
You're trying to roll lower than what your stat is.
Then I did a terrible job.
Okay, would you like to spend spirit in order to change that?
I would have to spend 2 spirit. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to go ahead and cash out. Okay.
Go for it.
Relearning
And
mechanics.
also,
Brain's jogging.
you're all good.
Okay.
Reminder, you have 3 spirit boosts. So in actuality, if you play one of those 2 spirit points just come back because each spirit boost will give you 2 spirit points back.
Yes.
So there you go. You're actually still back at what you were. But you will see out of the corner of your eye, sort of as you're all leaving, or rather as they start to leave, you kind of go off the path because you spot some sort of creature go into the cotton candy forest. And there's a chance that it might have been Justin Twizzler Lake, but you're not totally sure.
I'm following at a fast pace. It's extra stealthy. Like the
Fantastic.
mitts are on.
Sweet. Give me a physical check to see how stealthy you can be.
Okay.
But I will say that no matter what, because you are quite small, that your companions do not see you. How'd that go? You look sad about it.
Why? Same dice
Why?
as yesterday where I couldn't
Uh-huh.
roll.
Yeah.
Above a 9.
Mhm.
And I just rolled an 18 and a 19. So we're doing
I would
great.
throw the die if I were you. Just like pick up another one, chuck that one to your living room. Just maybe go with another one. So you're
let's-
definitely not stealthy about it. While your companions do not see you, basically everyone else in town does. As you kind of stumble around, you're like doing the rolls on the ground, like the kids that think that they're spies and think no one can see
Yep.
them. The ones that pretend to be like ninjas and stuff and roll on the floor. That's what you're doing, but out in the open in front of lots of people.
Am I
But
also like humming a theme song? Because I feel like that would be very on brand for whiskey.
I can only hope, and if you would like, you can absolutely give us a like snippet of your theme song.
Yeah, no, there's no words, but it's basically, finger guns out and a lot of like, and then there's like a little duck and roll, and then he starts whispering again.
Fantastic.
It's got like an echo thing, and we're definitely walking in slow motion too.
Yeah, very cool. Very,
We're
very
going
cool.
a little bit more like Chariot of Fire than I realized, but
Yeah. And that's okay. So as you like make your way over to the cotton candy forest, it's a fairly long walk from where you are, but with the rolls and stuff, it speeds you up a bit at least. Upon reaching the edge of the forest, you remember all of the stories that have been told about this place. It is a forest that is thick with trees, all made of cotton candy of different varieties and colors, and some are quite tall and have like pointed ends, and others are very short and fluffy, but all of them have peppermint trunks that go out into the ground and almost grow like real trees, but all of it is made of peppermint bark. So as you stand at the opening of Cotton Candy Forest, I would love to know what you would like to do.
Whiskey is going to, first of all, look into the forest, knowing the stories I've heard about this place, and he's gonna point to the nearest tree, and he just goes, "Are you a trap? Because if you're a trap, you gotta tell me."
I mean, it's a tree, so it can't say anything, but I also want to make you make a social roll because you said the tree has to tell you.
I mean,
Okay, so this is
I
gonna
give up.
be weird, but this I get to make up the rules. You're gonna make a social roll. It will become that will act as your perception check, as it telling you if it's a trap.
so Whiskey's social is an 8. And with this beautiful new die that I just tapped out for the other one, I rolled an 18. I hate it here.
You know those high rolls that you needed last night? I think they all got mixed up and they came over here instead.
I've just offended a tree, I'm pretty sure.
It's okay. The tree doesn't really do much at this response. Maybe the cotton candy sags a bit more. Almost like the gravity of trying to stay on a peppermint stick is becoming too much and just drops a bit. But outside of that, you get nothing.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna have to go in there because Justin's counting on me.
So Whiskey is going to take some of that cotton candy that has fallen,
Okay.
and going into the woods, I'd like to leave a little trail for myself.
Okay. Yeah, I love that. So you go ahead and start making your trail. How much did you pick up, just out of curiosity? Like, how much do you have to drop?
A bushel
Okay,
of cotton
great.
candy, I would say.
I love that for you. That's a nice unit of measurement. So yeah, you grab like your bushel of cotton candy and start to tear it apart as you go into the forest. And you've heard a lot of things about this place. It is one of those places that as a child you were very much told to not go there. Sort of this world's version of like the boogeyman, almost like the thing that parents will threaten kids with if they don't
Right.
behave and things like that. But as you walk through, at least this part of it, it doesn't seem that bad. Sunlight comes through the cotton candy fairly easily and casts rainbows on the ground below you. You continue to drop your pieces everywhere and can just see like the circuit nut bushes and like dots and things like that sprinkled all around. You do see some of the little gummy bear like the gumdrop boys that were made at the start of this campaign. They literally just look like big gumdrops, and if they're sitting, that's all you can see. But when they stand, their little legs pop out and they can run around like that. So you see a few of them run back and forth, that sort of thing. But it seems so far that you think you're alone. If you would like to make a check about that, you certainly can.
Let's do it.
Please
Is
do.
this would be mental or
Yep.
okay? Look, you are candy colored. You're a happy little boy. Now give me a low roll, please. He listened. Yeah, that is 10 under my mental. So
Ah, there we go.
Feeling
So
pretty
that
good
is
about
like
that.
that is a really good success. So I will say that as you are making your way through here, and you can see like almost like particles that maybe like glitter or some sparkle of some kind. They all sort of float through the air, and there's almost a different path of it. Like in the general air, it looks like a silvery pink, but there's
Okay.
one swirl that goes through the forest that looks purple.
Ooh.
One of these things is not like the other.
That
One
is
of these
very
things
true.
is purple.
So as much as Whiskey wants to go follow that purple, follow the purple, I am on a mission. So, based on the figure that I saw going in, does this look like it would be like the right direction, or
Yeah, probably. The trees get a little thick beyond like the very front of the forest. So you probably, from how far away you were when you saw them, couldn't see where they went once they got in here, but you know that they entered at the same place you did.
okay?
You're not very far in yet.
Well, my gut's telling me to follow the purple, so we're gonna pursue it.
All right.
And Whiskey's just like, I'm coming for you, Justin.
Carries on.
So as you like keep going forward and follow the purple, make me a mental check very quick. It's not anything that's too hard, so I'm gonna give you like a +2. So subtract 2 from the roll that you make, essentially.
That's a -1.
Great, you see everything you could ever want. As you
It all makes
are,
sense.
as you're walking through this forest and following that purple swirl, the little gumdrop buddies start to seem like they're following you, like are watching where you go and are following you through the forest.
I'm gonna kneel down and offer my hand out with a little bit of cotton candy. I'm like,
Hey, buddies. Hey. You guys want to be friends? We're gonna go find Justin Twizzler Lake.
There are probably like 7 or 8 of them gathered at this point, just kind of standing around. They're all different colors. You've got a couple purple and a couple pink, a green and a yellow, and they all just are watching you very intently until the one farthest to the front, which is a purple one that has a bunch of sugar on it, kind of like takes a step towards you, and then because they don't have arms or anything like that, it just like bops its head down, and when it lifts back up, the cotton candy is out of your hand and gone.
Oh my god, this is the best day of my life. You want some more, little buddy?
I'm gonna offer some more.
And he'll do it again. Like the same one will just do it, and the rest of them are just standing around watching.
I'm gonna call you Sugar Plum. Okay, Sugar Plum. I could have sworn I saw a very, very fashionable, talented giraffe head into these woods. Did you see one?
Sugar Plum sort of looks around for a minute, and then they all just do like tiny jumps, like over and over and over and over again.
Is that a yes? Come on, show me, boy. Let's go.
They all will run off in front of you, and because you did so good on that mental check, I'm gonna have them lead you pretty far into the forest. Now, once you've gotten this far back, the sun cannot get through the cotton candy anymore. It casts more shade than anything. It seems like the cotton candy itself gets more dense the farther back you go, and so it becomes very hard to see through everything. With there being everything pretty dark, I don't think Whiskey had anything on him that would cast light, would it? Any of your assets or anything like that?
Oh, absolutely not.
Okay, you're all good. So you kind of rely on these little gumdrop buddies who you don't know if they can see in the dark or not. Not a lot of people know much about them except that they're cute, but they seem to know where they're going fairly fine.
I trust him.
Okay, cool. So as you follow them further and further, you reach a point in the forest that then becomes a bit difficult to walk through. So I'm gonna need a physical check to see what that traversing looks like on your end. They're fine.
All right. I would also like to add that Whiskey is trying to eat his way through some of the additional cotton candy brush.
Yeah. You totally can. You can take pieces and eat them as you wish. As you get further and further, this like rocky terrain. What was your number on that?
That might be a nat 20.
Okay, this is fine. It's fine.
It's fine. I'm gonna be fine.
You're gonna be fine.
I'm gonna be fine.
You stumble and fall as pieces of peanut brittle break beneath you. This is a bridge. And they are starting to crack with every step that you take.
Oh, no. Okay.
Is there like any rope or anything on the bridge?
Yeah, so it is going to be
Okay.
a peanut brittle bridge. And it has like what it pretty much equates to is it looks like rope, but in actuality it is like cowtails, like that candy cowtails. That's what the rope is that sort of material. It's like very firm to hold, but if you tried to like rip it or something, it would give fairly easily.
Okay, so Whiskey is going to turn to the camera, breaking the fourth wall,
and go,
Love that.
ugh, looks like everything's coming up whiskey.
Using the catchphrase asset that I gave myself in session 0.
I forgot all about that. Yep. Awesome. Great. What dice would you like to expend for this?
I would like this to be, I guess. Oh, lordy. I'm guessing just out of the attributes, right?
Yeah, so like for your asset, it would have had you pick a dice for that asset. So if you picked like a D10, you
Yeah.
can use either a D10, D8, D6, or D4. And then that use for that die type is expended. But you still have all the others you can use without having to rest.
I'm doing math.
You're all good.
Because I need at least an 8 to make this worthwhile.
Okay.
So let's go with a 10, unless, wait.
Okay.
Wait. It does go up to 12. I'm
Okay.
seeing that correctly. I'm using the D12, yes.
Yeah, perfect. Use the D12.
Because otherwise it's going to be cat time.
It's okay.
That's an 8! That is an 8
Perfect.
on the D12.
I love
See you,
that.
fam. See you, fam.
Sweet. So essentially, what happens from this point is you've made it like a quarter of the way into the bridge before it truly started to break beneath you. All of the gumdrops have freaked out at the fact that the bridge is breaking and have ran ahead. So as fast as they could run was sort of how far they've gone. I'll say they're almost to the end of the bridge at this point. So you kind of start to stumble over the pieces of brittle, and they're cracking fairly quickly. But how would you like to use your movement to get off of this bridge in an amount of time that the whole bridge wouldn't have collapsed?
I think that we're gonna go straight up like Scooby-Doo style cartoon, where his little legs just go doodly 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 doodly, and he's just gonna like book it over as the brittle falls off, as though it was piano keys.
Yep,
So-
I love that. This is cartoon rules here. No, I think that's perfect. So as you do that, you hear the like breaking, and it kind of shatters into those small pieces like brittle always does, and drops down into the cavern of the hot fudge sea below. So now you are on the other side of the bridge, but there is no way of going back, at least not this way.
Oh no. Okay. Do I still have Sugar Plum with me?
You do. All of the gumdrops have made it out safely, including Sugar Plum.
Okay. Cool. I'm emotionally attached to Sugar Plum at this point, so
As you should be.
yeah.
All right.
Well-
So you are going to head farther into the forest now. Yes, following Sugar Plum
Yeah.
and the rest of the gumdrops.
Absolutely. I go where Sugar Plum goes.
Perfect. All right. So
Where the
as
gumdrops
you
take me.
follow through, you head to the back of this sort of clearing that has happened after this bridge, where you can sort of still see the sea and the world around it. You can catch glimpses of town if you look far enough, but everything is so small at this point, and it doesn't seem like you've been walking for that long, but maybe you have. And so as you start into this clearing, the gumdrops will lead you to the end, but then will dissipate. Sugar Plum stays at your side, but the rest leave.
Okay.
Sugar Plum sort of tilts up at you. Again, not having eyes, it's sort of hard to know where Sugar Plum is looking, but he tilts like he's looking up at you. And then we'll start to walk forward.
Okay, buddy. I trust you. I'ma follow you, bud. But
When you-
this is kind of weird.
When you get to the end of this small trail that or Sugar Plum has now led you down, you face the opening of a giant cave. In the style of what I can only say is like the cave in Aladdin, where Jafar, like the big opening mouth one, that is the size of what is here, but instead stands in its place a sort of a opening that looks like it's almost shaped out of like the wafer cookies. Like it's very crudely made. Seems like it could possibly be a man-made opening to whatever this is.
Okay.
But like if you look far down enough, all you see is black. There is no light whatsoever.
Okay, little buddy, I'm supposed to go in there?
He tilts his head back up at you, and then he will start to walk forward, kind of as if to say, well, if you're gonna go in, I guess I'll go with you.
Oh gosh, okay.
And I'm gonna kind of like step into the mouth of the cave and just go,
Justin Twizzler Lake.
You sit there in silence for a minute, the sound echoing quite loudly in the new cave that you are in. You hear bits of liquid dropping and hitting the floor, and it makes this cave sound like it's huge, the way that it echoes. And after a moment of silence, all you hear is, "Oh, hey, dude, is someone here to rescue me?" And then it cuts black. And so now we're gonna go the whole cast, including Adam, who is now ready to come in. Yeah. He's coming in. I told him he's fine. I think he thought he was gonna break something if he came in early.
Oh man. Man, oh man, oh man, oh,
Oh man. Hi, Lemon.
Ooh,
Nice
oh my
to see you in
goodness. Oh
here.
hi.
Hi, Big
Oh
Red.
hi everybody. Oh hi. Oh hi. Oh sorry. Sorry, I was running behind tonight. Goodness
You are
gracious.
all good. All right, so we have now seen Whiskey go on his adventure.
Right.
And by the time you all have are sitting in the yard, and are going through this book, the minute that, which obviously none of you would know this, but for camera purposes, the minute that Whiskey enters the cave is the minute Whiskey's name disappears.
Okey-dokey.
So the three of you that are here, what would you all like to do?
Is Justin Twizzler Lake's name in the book?
You can give me a mental check about it to check. Also, if something is up with your audio, I think. It sounds like a wind tunnel. At least on my end. Maybe it doesn't on stream.
It sounds a little wind tunnel-y to me too.
She's flying through the air.
Gerald taught Willow how to fly. And that's what happened.
Did that fix it at all?
Yes, it did.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, make a mental check for me, and we will go through the thing.
I rolled a 9 and my mental is 17.
Ooh.
Alrighty. So that is obviously a fuck ton of success, as we like to call it here. So as you flip through the book, you realize very quickly that this book is ordered in the not the way you all came in, because you all have been here for so long that there is no way to tell the order of when people arrived. But you can tell that Justin must be one of the older residents here because his name is closer to the front of the book. When you do get to it, as you are looking at the name, it also disappears. You all are free to go however you would like from here. Don't let Allie's story influence you. I'm sure whiskey's fine.
It's actually all good. I didn't hear what happened to her
Yeah.
story. So
Yeah, you're all good.
Perfect.
Don't worry about it.
Well, speaking of being totally lost in the dark really quick, actually when you see Whiskey's name disappear off the piece of paper, like everybody's kind of in shock, but as the camera pans back, like I actually saw him run away. Like Big Red was actually not there. What he had done is he actually ran into the woods and started taking his stuff off, and then Big Red comes out and he's actually coming around the corner like, oh, sorry friends, I had a delivery that I was trying to do, and then I was actually going out to looking for Whiskey. Whiskey, came back and was trying to help me out, and I don't know where he went. Did you all see him? Did he meet up with you? By the way, how'd your heist go? Oh my goodness! Oh, I got a cramp in my side. Oh, I just ran all the way here.
Can I see if Big Red's name has disappeared from the book?
Yeah, you totally can. Make a mental
Okay.
check about it.
My mental is 8. I rolled a 16.
I mean, you can spin spirit if you would like.
No, let's lean into this. Let's lean into this.
It's totally good. So as you flip through the book, you go from page to page, sort of like just rifling through it. You're not taking a ton of time to look because, like, Big Red is a distinctive name. What's
Oh, yeah.
the chances? But you do not see Big Red's name anywhere.
Oh my, Big Red.
Yeah.
Oh, did you happen to see Big Red when you were in the forest? Because he ran off that way, and his name just disappeared from the book, and I don't know how to feel about that. And he's like our town's greatest superhero, and I'm really nervous that like whatever took Justin and Whiskey took Big Red too. And oh my goodness, this is
No, I was coming up the path there. I mean, if you disappeared through the woods, I was like dead focused on coming up this path and finding all of you. I've always, you've always said that he's quite a sneaky one. He is, some might say a sneaker, close to a
Yeah.
stinker, but I guess he showers fairly well.
Yeah.
No, I didn't see him. But what's going on? You said that whiskey's gone too. Did you all found the book? You got it?
Yeah, we found the book, and I gestured to the book. I gestured to the book, and my God, my brain just died.
Oh no, her brain died. I can just tell. Corncob, are you okay?
Corncob is a boy.
Sorry.
Willow, I gestured to the book in Willow's hand. Well, you see, Willow has the book, and we just saw that Whiskey's name disappeared, just like Justin.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. Why did we need this book again?
That I barely know how to read, so that's up to you.
Fudge, it was kind of standing off to the side at this point. Gerald has done little circles, tinier and tinier, just to land on Fudge's shoulder. And he kind of cocks his head and goes, I mean, I heard him say that it was important, and something about like the population or something like that. So like I don't really know what the like 2 and 2 together sort of thing is, but it seemed like a good thing to have. I also just like to steal stuff, so it was like a win-win for me, honestly.
Good. Right. But wasn't there that talk? Was there talk about that magical sword that Whiskey really liked too? That Bread Caliber or something.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there's like a storybook my mom used to read me about it. Very cool. I mean, like, I don't know anybody who doesn't like a sword, but
Oh, the
I guess someone.
ever-ready bread knife. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the names are like interchangeable or something. I don't know, but I've heard Whiskey call it both.
Well, I mean, so we have the book now. Now, I mean, if Whiskey's gone, did any of you see where he went off to? No. no. Okay.
If
So
anybody
I
would like
feel
to
like-
make me a mental check, though, you can at least try to figure out where whiskey like dropped off from you all.
I think that around this time as well, at the mouth of the cave, Whiskey pulls out his trusty butter bell,
I forgot you made
Which-
this.
which can summon butterflies.
It does. It will summon a lot, if not all, of the butterflies. I'll make you roll for how well it does, but at the very least, you are going to get a huge chunk of butterflies to come to you. I would like to also take this moment to remind everybody that there were butterflies at the house while Corncob was in the back.
Yes.
Right.
Yes, there were.
Right, there were.
So
They
if
were
this goes
attracted to
really
circus
well,
peanut bushes.
there are also circus peanut bushes in the forest. I did say that.
Okay.
Okay. I don't
Ooh.
know that you look like you feel confident, but what you roll out?
Oh, I have rolled nothing yet.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna call this a social roll because it is a item that
No.
draws things to you. So I would call that a social roll. I know that your social is very low, so I am sorry. That is
We're
what
gonna
makes
do
it
our best, and you know what? We're using the Butterbell asset, so
Yeah, and you can expend that at whatever dice you would like.
Did you do a 1? Did you get it?
I just rolled a 5, and my social is an 8.
Let's go. That's
Nice.
beautiful.
Hell yeah.
So
Love it.
as you all hear like a very, very soft ringing from how far away you all are, it would be hard for you to hear the audible bell toll. But you do notice that all of the butterflies that had gathered in the backyard have now all taken flight and are headed for the cotton candy forest.
Ooh. Hey, the parade of butterflies. Do we know about your bell? Do you have?
I'd say probably. Willow at the
Probably.
very least would.
Okay. Okay. So, ringing in my ear. Anybody else hearing that as well too? Yeah. Anybody?
Would that be like a mental roll?
Yeah,
If we
go
hear
for it.
it-
You can make a mental roll if you want to hear it or not.
Oh wow, I rolled a 2 and my mental is 8.
Hey! Yeah, no, you absolutely hear the bell.
I was
Yeah?
I was a 10 and I matched it. So
Nice.
yeah.
And Willow?
Sorry, I'm dealing with Stream Leads cards right now.
Oh, what are Stream Loot's cards, Willow? What you looking at over there?
I can say that right now Big Red has a Gordon Ramsay meal and 3 hero points.
Ooh.
I rolled a 4 and my mental's a 17.
Cool. So you, most of all, not only does Willow hear the bell, you can tell exactly what bell it is, like that it is the butter bell, and you can also pinpoint like about how far away it is.
Wait, wasn't that Whiskey's Butterbell?
Willow's gonna pull out her compass and she's going to start following from where she heard the bell.
Okay, so you both did hear it too. Okay, it's not just me. Okay, all right, that's good. That's good. Oh, Willow, I wanted to tell you too. I mean, I was really honored when as we start like following. Oh, I'm being honored as a you all asked me to be a what was it, scout master, or scout leader. I didn't know if you all had a song, so I came up with a song for you all. I thought it would be a lot of fun.
Yay!
I mean, if you want, we can totally wait until we get whiskey, and then I can do it for all of you once we got the tribe together and stuff. But totally up to you.
That, whatever makes your heart happy.
Oh, you know what? If it makes you happy, hopefully whiskey is definitely this way. So it's the good old troop of 233. We clean the roads and plant the trees. We always help our town and friends because kindness never ends.
That's really great.
Please
Good,
tell
good.
me someone clipped it. Please. If you don't, I'm coming back later to do it myself.
Yeah. Sorry, just really nervous that we don't have a pin on a whiskey right now. That kid. Oh. Corncob, how you doing over there? You good? You good too?
I'm all right. It's just, the heist was pretty stressful. You know, accidentally, accidentally on purpose blew up a fountain.
What?
You know, it's fine. It's fine. It's the mayor is rich enough that he can fix it. So,
Okay. Wow.
it's fine.
Blowing up fountains, you little heathen. Well, you know what? Good on
How-
you.
How else was I supposed to get the attention of the rest of the heisting crew when they were all inside and I was outside? The only thing that I could think of was an explosion.
Hey, you know what? You probably just saved the rest of the team there, too. Good job, Corncob.
Exactly.
Yeah. Wow. I'm sorry I missed that. I had dual ice cream. It probably would have been a heck of a lot more fun, going up in there and helping out with that heist.
Oh yeah.
I don't
I'm
know
sorry
if
you had to
anyone
miss it.
followed Willow. Did you guys follow me?
Oh, wait, shit.
We were busy talking. Sorry, Willow.
Because, Willow took off.
Wait, I'd stand up on my hind feet because red pandas are bigger and everything. They make themselves look larger. Ah, there she is! So I can actually see her.
So what path are you taking to the forest? Because Whiskey obviously had to take from the Garden of Olives all the way out there. So are you trying to cut through town square, or are you taking a longer path that people probably wouldn't see you as much on?
Whatever direction the bell came from and the butterflies are is what path I'm taking.
Okay, so you are more than likely cutting through the town square because it's a shorter route to where you think you heard everything. So as you all sort of pass through town, it seems like a lot of people are very busy, and that's a bit odd for this time of night. We did end the questioning of the mayor at a bit after sunset, so it's getting a bit late. As you all walk through, you kind of pass through this park, and it's got some nice graham cracker benches and things like that, kids playing on swings, and then there is a very distinct sign that leads to the path of the forest that just says danger, keep out, and then a sign on the other says no children allowed.
Well, that sign doesn't apply to me because I can't read.
I love that meme so much. It's one of my favorites. I quote it on a very regular basis.
Also, I'm not a child, so...
Yeah, not a child, can't read. Corncob's going.
Willow would not go on because she is not allowed to go in there.
That is fair.
Okay, so here we stay. And so Willow should just stand guard, and I guess I could always go check it out, see if she's close by. I'm okay with that.
Say that again. Sorry.
I was just saying. Willow, you can't go in there, right? So I could definitely go in.
Well, we have 2 adults, right? I mean, you and me. Willow will have adult supervision.
Well, you know what? Absolutely correct. Mm-hmm. Willow, what you say, kid?
Okay. And she's just gonna kind of slowly walk behind you guys and not touch anything.
Okie dokie. All right, Fudge, we got you back there too. Hey, Fudge.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm gonna be just super upfront about it. I didn't care that it said no children allowed. I was gonna go anyway. But if somebody finds us, we're gonna go with the 2-parent thing, just in
Okay.
case. Plus, we got
Oh,
Bug
okay,
and
sure. Oh,
Gerald's.
yeah.
Like, really,
Yeah. Oh,
we
there
are
you go.
we are thriving with adults, because I think Gerald is like an adult for a bird's age, and he just looks at Gerald on his shoulder, and Gerald kind of just like pecks. And he's like, "See, I see. Gerald's an adult. I have 3 adult supervision. I don't know, is Bug an adult?"
No. Bug's still a little one. Not quite.
Okay, so that's cool though. 3 adults and 3 kids. That seems
Yep.
right to me.
Yep.
That's math. 1 for
That-
1.
And
Super
that
good
matches.
odds. Yeah.
Totally fine. Totally fine.
Yeah, so-
Okay.
so
All right.
good.
So, permissions. Let's go find whiskey.
If no one else moves first, Fudge is darting into the forest.
Yeah, I'm going on all fours and just.
Above it.
And every once in a while, just stop and stand up. Look. Okay, good. And down 2.
Yeah, so as you all are going to make your way in, Willow, are you going to leave the sign?
Yeah, I said I was walking behind them.
Oh, okay. So as you are going through, you all come to the same first place that Whiskey found. The light comes in.
You guys can hear her in Video Ninja, right? Then I don't know. No, it's not registering you on desktop audio. No.
I'm gone. Why am I gone? Okay, there I'm back. I'm fine.
No.
Sorry, Drew and Mama Cat, you want me? I'm trying to say thank you, but you never mind.
There we go.
Oh, they
Okay.
can't hear you either.
Oh, they can't hear me.
And they
shit.
lost the music.
Fuck.
I'm fixing it. Something's fucked with my...
Oh, Surgery says it's fine.
Yeah, I know. Something cut all my volumes down for desktop audio, and I don't know why.
Oh,
Oh,
weird.
that's weird.
Okay.
Yes, it's all good now, though. But yeah, let's go with the mental check from everybody.
I met mine.
Sweet. That works.
Mine is a 10, and I rolled an 11.
Okay, cool. Do you want to use spirit?
Yeah, I got some spirit to burn.
Yeah.
I'll,
You
I'll spend one.
also, yeah, I was gonna say you've got hero points and stuff. You should be all good if it's just one anyway. So you meet yours, and Corn Cob, how we doing?
With spirit? Or
With mental.
Just so you know, you've
I
got
failed.
5 spirit boosts, which is a total of 10 spirit back.
Yeah, I was gonna say you
So,
have a lot of
Feel
spirit.
free to
that you can get
spend
back.
some spirit. 'Cause
Okay,
you've got
great.
a
Stay-
buffer.
Okay, great. So I failed that by 6, so I'm gonna just go ahead and get it to meet it. So hold on. 32 minus 6 is 26 spirit left. Okay, great. So,
Do you want me to supplement that with your spirit boost?
yeah, sure. Yeah,
Okay.
just so I can.
So that'll give you that 6 back. You've got 2 more
So
left that count for 2 spirit apiece.
Sick. Hell yeah.
Also, to keep this in mind, because they are important, Willow and Corncob both have brownie bricks.
Yes.
What
You
are those
think
two again?
One brownie brick. They look almost like cinder blocks, but you can break them. These brownie bricks are pretty small, so you can do 2. And you wish for what you want, within reason. You can't be like, I want the entire town to drown in the hot fudge tea. Not that you would, but scales of that nature, maybe not. But what you would like, you just crumble it and let it fall to the ground, and whatever you would like will now stand in its place where you crumbled it.
Oh, cool. Also, speaking of brownie bricks, Sam, can I get a cookie?
Yeah.
Did he leave
Fantastic.
already? God damn it. Sorry.
You're good. You're totally good. So as you all stand, you're each able to catch the bits of the light that fall through the trees from the stars to track this purple swirl that kind of follows down this path. It is, as you go farther, it gets darker. The cotton candy itself is dense enough that starlight can't get through anymore, but now the gumdrop sort of buddies, some of them sit here. And you can hear like the little jumping that gumdrop buddies do, but it sounds very far away.
Can we kind of tell the direction? Well, I mean, you said it's far and we're in the forest. It'd be kind of hard to tell which way, yeah?
If you want to try to figure out somehow to like figure out where Whiskey went, like what direction Whiskey would have went from here, if you have any way to do that, by all means.
Okay.
The jumping does sound really far away, though. It's not super clear what direction that may be because it's
Okay.
muffled.
Okay. Gotcha. Just wanted to double check with that.
Does Fudge have a flashlight? He doesn't strike me as a flashlight type of dude.
No.
Doesn't.
Maybe like matches.
Maybe matches. I would say Fudge probably has matches. If you don't want matches, Fudge has matches.
Would he melt?
Honestly, great question. I don't think he's ever lit one. I think he literally just carries them.
Just to be like, I'm edgy.
Yeah, exactly. He in no way has ever lit one of these matches. Was told he couldn't have them, so he took them. It's just a principle of the thing now.
Willow's gonna pull out her guidebook and flip to the chapter on how to track animals in the woods, and try and find a path.
Go ahead and roll for it. You can roll me mental with your whatever asset you would like to tax for, or whatever dice you'd like
I'm
to
just
tax for that asset.
Gonna add a +1.
Yep, go for it.
That's a 13 under an 18.
Perfect. And that's like a really good margin of success. So I'm going to say that with the bit of light that can be provided by Fudge is actually going to try to light a match. I'm going to roll to see if anything happens to Fudge. No, he's fine. He got a 2. So he lights a match and will kind of hold it out. And by the light of Fudge's match, you can read some parts of the book, mostly ones that talk about when you are in the forest and don't know how to get out. Look for things that you could observe, like the crunching of leaves or like where sticks are broken and things like that. And as you look to the ground, and I'm going to give you this for free because you have to look down to read the book, you see bits of cotton candy that have been torn up.
Willow's just gonna point to it and like read some thing from some passage from her book, and then she's gonna start walking that way.
Cool.
Oh, cotton candy. Okay, I see it now. Man, she's got a good eye. My goodness.
I
Di-
mean, whatever's tasty, but I'm gonna follow her.
Yeah.
I trust her brain.
Hey, Willow, have you gotten your tracking badge yet, or survival badge?
No,
No. Have you gotten a save your friend from harm badge?
no.
Well, as a scout leader, I'm gonna see if I can make some new badges for you. Look at you go.
She's super into it now. She is like nose to her book, like tracking.
Setting an example for all the other scouts. I love it.
Cotton candy
Good on
grows on the north side of the north side of the tree.
So as you all follow these little pieces of cotton candy that have been torn up and are they're disintegrating into the ground a little. It's been a while since they were dropped, but you still have a very clear path as to where to go. More of the little gumdrop buddies are just going to kind of follow you at a distance, and you will eventually come to a small cliff where you can see at one point had ropes that are still there. It's like a rope on either side that spans the chasm, but whatever was placed on these ropes has fallen and is no longer there.
Willow, is there a way for you to determine exactly how far down that is?
And she's gonna look around and try and find a rock.
Oh yeah, you can have a rock.
And then she's just gonna throw it and listen.
You throw the rock, and it takes probably a solid 6 seconds before you hear it hit the hot fudge stick.
Can I do a mental check to see how that would equate in feet?
Yeah.
7.
You're looking at a good 35-foot drop.
That's gonna be about 35 feet.
Well, that's that would definitely injure one of us if we were to fall.
Yeah. Well, I guess we could look for other crossings. There's got to be something, especially if Whiskey happened to get on the other side over there.
Wait,
What you
Mallory,
thinking?
Yes.
are there any plants or vines or whatever in this area?
Oh, for sure. In the whole forest. Any plant you want, it's in here.
Okay, because I'm wondering if, yeah, I think Corncob's gonna activate his little plant brain and be like, wait a second, hold on. If I can sorry, I'm having issues translating this into English, my
You are
native
so
language.
you are all good.
Which tracks. The little possum in my brain is spinning around on the hamster wheel. But yeah, Corncob's gonna look around and look at all of the vines and the ivy and everything growing on the forest floor, gathering up. He's like, wait a second, maybe I can control the plants to reinforce the bridge or something long enough for us to cross it without any issues.
Go for it
mean-
if you want.
That sounds like a fantastic idea. Anyway,
It's
we
definitely
can-
better than blowing more stuff up. Can't say
Yeah,
the bad
accurate.
words in front of the
Yeah.
kids.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm sure they've probably heard worse.
Yeah, but
Oh,
Willow's a
dang.
good one. I don't want to say the poop word in front of her.
Oh no, we call that chemistry.
So would that be, Mallory, would that be a physical or
I'm gonna
mental?
leave that more to how Corncob looks at his plant work. Do you look at it as more of a physically building a bridge, or do you look at it more as mentally of trying to figure out what plants best serve your purposes and how to make them work together?
I actually think he talks to the plants, sits down and talks to the
I
plants.
love
like little
that
friend.
even more. Yes,
Yeah.
please make a social role about it. I love that.
Yeah, he's gonna squat down to like just like a tangle of ivy that's like growing on the forest floor, and he's like, "Hey, little buddy, I just want to see if you would. It's me, your pal Corncob, Cornelius Cobb here. I just want to see if you would do me a huge favor and like extend to the bridge and just to hold us up, and I promise you I will give you some nice tasty sunlight and fertilizer on the way back. We just need to cross this bridge. Appreciate you. Thank you for being a friend. Well, I'm gonna use some spirit points because I rolled a
got
nat
plenty.
20. So
What is your social?
14.
Okay, well, you've got 4 in reserve in Spirit Boost, so really you would only need to spend 2 of your own.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. Well, I want to bring it down to, I want to make it a success of 10, so I'll spend
Okay.
10 spirit points. So that
Okay.
would bring it down to 4. Hold on.
You'd only
math.
be down 6.
6. Okay, yeah.
Yep.
So, yeah. That
There you
works.
go. Yeah. So
Nice.
as you talk to these plants, you describe to me what these plants do, because this is Corncob's domain. And so
Yeah.
I would like to know what it looks like to Corncob at least.
Yeah, to him it looks like do you remember in Little Shop of Horrors, like when Audrey 2 would like expand and like the vines would grow? Yeah, that's exactly what's happening. It's like the vines like grow. I mean, like you just see like one little arm of vine pop up and go in this, just a little salute, and then it like the rest of like the arms and fingers of like the vines grow out and extend and like wrap themselves around the like ropes and planks of the bridge, and kind of become like the new, the new ropes holding it together. It's kind of cute, and like you there's like they like curly queue up and create little stalks. It's really cute.
I love that. So as they sort of pass through and do their thing, you all now have like a very nice and intricately woven bridge. It looks like it could definitely withstand you all walking across it. And you also still have the cowtail ropes in order to like have something a bit steady to hold.
Yeah.
Wow, corn cob, that was impressive. Love that.
Thank you. It's the plants are the best friends I've known. They never disappoint you.
That's good.
Yeah. Yeah, and so
Willow's
Yeah.
already taken off across it.
She's like, I have a
See-
badge to get.
Yep.
it's all they're sturdy. Go ahead, Big Red.
All right.
As you all are passing it, like as you all are going across, you see little gumdrop buddies kind of come out from behind a bush and watch you all. And then as you're making it across, they start to jump around. Like they're not just in place, but like bouncing around,
Ooh.
They're very happy.
Ooh, happy little gummies.
Yeah.
As the last of you hits land, the one that seems like the most outspoken for a creature that doesn't speak at all, will come up to Corncob and tug on the edge of your apron, like kind of butt into the edge of your apron.
Well, hello, little friend. How are you?
He kind of like jumps once and then stops.
Does anyone know how to speak? I don't. I know how to speak plant, not gumdrop. I'm sorry.
No. I mean, I've served ice cream with, honestly, with some gumdrops in it, but you know,
Did little Timmy fall in a well? Little gumdrop?
He like tilts for a minute, almost like he's thinking, and then jumps around a few times and runs.
Oh, so little Timmy did fall in the well. Oh, let's go. Good thing you asked that corn cob. My goodness.
Willow! Willow! Is there anything in the manual about following gumdrops into a forest?
No, this is very irregular.
You're right, following gumdrop badge on our way.
Like this little gumdrop that has sped ahead, it's like a greenish color and only has sugar on the top. But as it runs, more gumdrop buddies come out of the trees and start to run along with it.
Ooh.
So you all, like, you can kind of see them darting around as you're still following, I assume. Yeah. So as you are following, you now come to the mouth of a deep cave. Now, when the gumdrop buddies saw this when they were with Whiskey, they tended to scatter and only Sugar Plum remained. But now, they all stand by you. By the three of you, none of them will leave. And you watch as this man-made sort of looking entrance made of wafer cookies. And you can't really see outside of that as the trees come up so close to the entrance that seeing anything past these wafers, like to either side, is pretty much impossible. But once you look down into the entrance, not too far back, everything is black and dark. Whiskey, make me... Do you think you would be trying to talk to Justin Twizzler still, or are you just standing there in silence, which I doubt is the answer. But I thought
Whiskey is physically incapable of silence.
That's what I thought.
You found Twizzler Lake?
So Whiskey, make a social roll for me. And I'm looking for here is not that you're talking or that you're doing well in talking, but the lower you roll, the louder you are, which means they will be able to find you.
It was a 10. I've got a social of 8. So I'm going to go ahead and, do we have any spirit boosts? I don't think. Oh, I see 2.
You have 2.
So let's go ahead and burn those bad boys down to nothing.
Yeah.
Boom.
There you go.
And that ought to do the trick.
Yeah, it absolutely does. And actually, you burned more than you needed to. Because you only need 2 points of success. Each spirit boost counts as 1. So either you can put a spirit boost back, or you just get a little something extra. Whatever you'd like. You still have your own spirit pool too. I don't have replenishment for you.
Yeah. So let's meet that. And Whiskey's just like,
Yeah, so, and then I was thinking this song could be like, soda pop, 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 pop.
and he's just announcing pop over and over again.
And because the social roll met, the three of you give me also social feels correct because you're trying to hear actual communication. And take your number that you roll and subtract 4 because Whiskey's super loud. So they should be much easier for you.
If I have to subtract 4, then I got a 0.
Perfect. Willow hears with precise clarity exactly what Whiskey is saying and can probably sort of pinpoint where Whiskey is, at least a general area. With how dark this is, you cannot even see your hand in front of your face.
I have brownie bricks can become anything, right?
Yes, they can.
I'm gonna use my brownie brick for a flashlight.
Cool.
Ooh.
You get 2 wishes per brownie brick, so you still have half of one.
Okay. I'm gonna a big flashlight.
Cool. Yeah.
And she's gonna just pull that out of her bag and just start running toward where she heard Whiskey and yelling Whiskey's name really loud.
Do you all want to follow her?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, cool. So as you lead the charge, Willow, going into the cave, and Big Red and Corncob are just slightly behind you and out to your side, almost making like a triangle formation, all of these gumdrop buddies flood the cave with you. And somehow there are even more than you thought before. So you have a trail of like 10 gumdrop buddies just charging in with you, almost like your own small personal army.
You're just gonna hear, and now gumdrops, I have to save whiskey.
They all are like, the minute that your flashlight hits whiskey, they all start to jump around and bop and almost like party that you all have found whiskey. And you see beside whiskey a small purple gumdrop sits that is covered in sugar.
Whiskey, why are you in a hole?
The butterflies found you, didn't they?
I mean,
Whoa,
partially,
oh.
yes, but
I'm gonna turn to Sugar Plum and go,
What did I tell you? Everything's coming up whiskey.
So good.
Whiskey, who are you looking at and being all paused, looking up in the air like that?
This is Sugar Plum. He helped me find Justin.
and I'm gonna point probably the wrong direction from where Justin actually is, because I've been in the dark.
Yes, you have been. Give me just a mental check, just to see how far away from Justin Fizzler like you're pointing. If you meet it, you're in the general direction.
Yeah, no, I got a 3 and my mental's 16, so...
Hey!
Oh,
That is almost 2 metric fuck tons of success. That is a big deal. Not only can you point in the exact direction that Justin Twizzler Lake is, he has actually really enjoyed your lyricism that you have been sharing in this cave with him, and he has actually moved closer to you and now sits beside you, sort of on these like rock stools that are in this cave. Not that you all have had the chance to explore yet, but Justin has gotten fairly good at walking around in here.
Would you say it's a stool of rock instead of school of rock?
I want to make that a shirt so bad, just for me. School of Rock's one of my favorites. But yeah, it's just such a good fun. But yeah, you all see Whiskey points, and you aim your flashlight, and you see Justin Twizzler Lake that was all over the missing person posters.
Oh,
Justin Twizzler, like, why are you also in the hole?
Hey dude, so when I was just like minding my business in the garden and stuff, I saw a person walk in here, and I was like, oh no, the forest is like a bad vibe, you know, like it's just like not a good deal to be here. So I tried to go and like stop them and be like, hey yo dude, maybe we just chill like in the garden and not like in the forest, because the forest is like, it's just bad vibes, you know. But I like wandered like across a bridge and stuff, and then all of a sudden the little guy was gone, and so I thought like, oh, he's in the cave, because like the entrance was right there. So, but then the little guy was gone, and I was just like here. But I tried to get back, and like the door to leave is like weird.
oh, he just left you out there.
I don't know. I didn't see little buddy again after I tried to come in. And
Well, it's like, yeah, it's just like you left and didn't get a chance to say bye, you know?
yeah, and times are hard, man. Like I just like, I wanted to save like a little creature. Couldn't really see what he was, to be honest. I just like saw a blur, and I was like, oh no, the blur. So like, yeah.
Wait, Justin, but didn't I follow you into here? How long have you been here, dude?
Oh no, little dude, I've been here like, I don't know, like a couple weeks, few weeks. I don't know. Time moves real weird in here because it's just dark like all the time.
Wait, how have you been eating?
Oh no, like in the back of the cave there are like bushes full of like fresh stuff, like circus peanuts. I've had so many circus peanuts. So many circus peanuts.
You said there's circus peanuts back here.
Like so many circus peanuts, my dude. So like we can go back there if you want. It's like a big bush. I had to navigate in the dark, but like it's gonna be a lot better now that your companion here has a flashlight. Thank you, little companion. I appreciate it.
Well,
Just like it's real nice to have some more company because I've been really bored.
So Willow is just like not paying attention to what's happening because she met her goal of finding people, and so she's
3 patches.
yeah, she's here for her 3 patches. And so she's just immediately, when he refers to her, she's gonna go, "Hello, sir. My name is Willow Bumblebreeze, and I am with troop number 233 of the adventure crew. I am here to save you. Please follow me back to the safety of the city."
Oh, little dude, I just said the door was weird. Like we can't just like peace out. Like it's just it doesn't work that way.
It's just
but,
a
like-
cave, and she's gonna turn around and shine her flashlight how they came in.
It looks like it's closed off like candy wafers. Like it looks like there is no opening anymore.
oh, does this mean we're gonna have to eat our way out? I'm not a big fan of wafers, but
My dude, I did try that. You can see like the little tiny bite marks over there, but they're just not good. Like wafers, not good. Can see why they make a nice like entrance thing, but not exactly why anyone would eat them whatsoever. But they're just like no matter how long you try to eat, it doesn't. It's all the same thing, my dude. I could never get through it. I tried for like an hour, and that's how far I got. It was not worth eating something that tastes like sadness and chalk.
well, now, wait a second. You said back in the back of the cave there's circus peanut plants, right?
Yeah,
Don't those need either sunlight or water?
I mean, one would think, my dude, but like, they're fine, and they almost grow like super fast. Like I could eat like a whole bush, and the next day it's back again. It's all there. So
So
I don't know.
well, we're trapped in here with Justin, Twizzler Lake, and Whiskey. It's good to see you. And bops you like on the back.
Whiskey is going to like stumble out of surprise because this whole time he's probably just been like poking Willow big like, look, I got a gumdrop and I knew Sugar Plum and he's been my friend and now he could be like a scout helper with Willow, look, he could be your friend too.
We have to figure out how to get out of here. I have 3 patches to get.
Well, I will say that we're not here with him. He's here with us. That's all. That's all. And he tosses his little hands in the air.
Bless Corncob. Protect Corncob at all costs.
Hey. Yeah.
So we have to get out and okay.
Mhm.
Okay. And but do you see how cute he is, guys?
He's
He is
adorable.
real cute.
He's absolutely adorable. Just eat him up if I wanted to, but I definitely would. He's yeah, not going to. So what's down this tunnel over this way, huh? Yeah. Oh,
So
boy.
you all see, like, as the flashlight shines around, you see that there are a few tunnels that go in different directions. This seems like it looks much bigger on the inside than it does on the outside.
Ooh.
All of the interior, now that Whiskey can see it along with everybody else, all of the interior looks like rock candy. Big parts of it are like a deep, like purpley mauve gray sort of thing. Is the majority, while bits and pieces look almost like gemstone in like blues and reds and greens. So as you shine the flashlight around, the light almost bounces everywhere, and you really have 3 places that you could go at this point. You have one that's sort of to the left, one directly in front of you, and one to your right.
Whoa, fork in the cave. Well, I don't know, any certain smells coming from each one?
Give me a check about it.
Want a
actually-
mental thing?
Sure.
Yo, man, all right, I'm gonna spend a spirit to tie. Give me a 10.
Go for it. Perfect. So with a 10, you can kind of smell a lot of things in this cave. Some of it is just like sugar from rock candy itself. You certainly smell sugar plum, who is like a grape gumdrop. You can smell circus peanuts and things like that, and you also, it is this smell that is almost like lavender-esque.
Smell lavender. What okay. Hey, troop, what plants give off the smell of lavender?
Lavender.
All right. Yeah, good. Yeah, I knew that, making sure.
I know that.
Well, so I'm catching some lavender coming out of which tunnel was that now? Storytelling?
That is going to be from your left.
From the left. Catching some lavender down the left here. Smells pretty good. Smells pretty fresh. Well, now corncob, you and your plants. Now lavender needs sunlight and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe?
Yeah, and water,
Water?
and people to sniff it, and yeah.
Okay, well, I'm definitely sniffing it right now. There's some down that way, so we know that
You're
there's
helping it
lavender.
grow.
Okay, good. Okay, good. Too much. So, I mean that is what we know is in this direction. Do we need a split, or should somebody go check out this one since we know it's going to be happening here? And I could always take all of our little gumdrop buddies, down one pathway as well too. Or...
I
Sorry,
don't know how you would have kept all those banana splits cold, but I'll take one.
Here you go.
I guess we'll head down the one that smells like lavender. I don't know.
Yeah, same. I Amber, I'm kind of like, all right, I'll.
All right, so you two go that way. What if I traverse up the middle one? I can go up that one and just take a quick peek up that way. I'll take all my little bunny friends. Yeah, you guys want to go with me? Yeah, down this way.
All of the gumdrop buddies all tilt their head at you at the same time. It's like almost synchronized the way in cartoons things are. And they will all kind of take their lead to start running down the middle tunnel.
Okie dokie. We'll be back soon. We'll check out the middle. Oh,
So is
wait. Fudge, toss me a couple matches.
Oh yeah.
Please.
Yeah, for sure. And he will take out the box of matches, and he realizes he doesn't have like another striker for them. Like you have to light a match, so he just throws you the box. She's got a flashlight. I don't need matches.
Oh, okay. All right. I'll be back soon. We'll see what we find.
Good luck.
So are the three of you then going down the left with Justin, Twizzler, and Fudge?
I guess.
Yeah.
the party's going to the left. So the 5 of you with Gerald, so 6, all head down the left corridor. As you go through here, there are more bouts of those gemstones, but they all look like a very light purple color. And it shines in the walls as you shine the flashlight around, and it'll bounce everywhere. It's a pretty far walk. When you do get at the end of it, you realize that what smelled like lavender was actually like what has been crunching under your feet for like the past minute or so. It's not lavender at all. If anybody would like to give me a check about it, you certainly can. And I will let you tell me what that is, whether that's mental for being something you've studied or something you would know from like plant life or anything like that, whether that is like a social interaction of you all talking it out amongst each other, whatever you think it might be, because I do like to let you all be creative with roles when I can.
I rolled a 5. I'm gonna say that it's a mental, because I not only have my handbook, but I also done some herbalism work.
Ooh.
I'm gonna spend another spirit point
Okay.
so that I can use my physical, which is 10.
Oh.
And I'm gonna like swipe my finger through it and lick it.
Cool. Whiskey, would you like to do anything on this? You'll get plenty of information from these two.
I think,
You're
yeah,
totally
I think
fine.
they've got it covered.
Yeah. So, Willow, what you would know from the handbook is that there is a specific section that is not about survival at all, but is actually about like gemstones and things like that. Basically, you have to get a like gemstone badge, and it talks about identification and things like that. But this in specific is not a gemstone, but is in fact a very rare mineral here. And corncob, by licking it, you can not only detect lavender, but hints of violet. These are crushed up Parma violets, which is a British candy. So it is a very rare candy to find around here, but it is one of my favorites, which is why I wrote it in. So, and usually this type of mineral equates to like, it can be found in some areas that are like deeper in water. So like underneath the hot fudge seas where a lot of Parma violet would lie. But here it sits just on ground and seems very fun in its space. Like it doesn't seem like it needs the hot fudge sea to thrive in any way. A lot of it has been broken up because of people stepping on it for so long, or like the aging of it for however long it's been here. But if you like look through Parma violet, it almost tends to glow, like the small pieces that you're picking up.
I info dump all of that.
Yeah, I would have too.
Allie, you're muted.
Would we know if anybody in town like regularly uses this, or if there's anything, yeah, like in the city that
I would say that your best bet for the person that would know anything about it is actually the other troop leader, because he earns like the herbalism witchy shop in town, Sam Witch.
Oh yeah.
So if anybody would know about it, it would be him.
awesome.
So there is a bit of this cavern that is left. Like you can go further down the tunnel, probably not by much, but like there is a little bit more space, or you can turn around and head back, whatever you all would choose to do.
I feel like we should see this thing through to the end.
So Whiskey's gonna scuttle to the back until
Oh, Fudge is running after you. Fudge is not really about waiting for people to make decisions, but he's kind enough to do so. So the minute a decision is made, he just runs. So as you and Fudge, at the very least, reach the end of the corridor, Gerald has decided to fly, and obviously Sugar Plum is running beside you. So as the four of you reach the end of this small sort of tunnel that you're in, you have to go around a corner to finally see the end of it. And as you do, there is a pedestal still surrounded by Parma violet, and it's almost built up around the pedestal. On top of it sits a fork that is glowing and purple.
Does that taste like Parma violet?
Whiskey, roll a mental to see if I know anything about a glowing fork.
You absolutely can.
yeah. Ooh, that's a 10, and I have a 16.
Ooh.
That's a very good margin of success. I will say that you know that there was a story that you definitely heard as a kid. That was like an adventure story, and it had something about a fork, a spoon, and a knife that were very important.
Does this knife have any ties to Bread Caliber? Or is it a
You can give me
different
another
story?
mental check about it.
That's a 6.
So yeah, that's like a margin of 10. Yeah, you remember the whole story.
Fuck ton and a half.
Exactly, a fuck ton and a half. When you were a smaller child than you are now, like you still pick up the book every once in a while, but when you were little, it's what you wanted to be read every night. And it is the story of Bread Excalibur and how it was always found. The story goes that it would be a young boy that would someday go on a treacherous journey, facing obstacles and battles, all in the search to save somebody. And on the way, they would find a fork, a spoon, and a knife. And they're illustrated in the book. The fork is purple, the spoon is blue, and the knife is green. And they all have this slight glow to them. And once you have those 3 pieces and can go through all of the obstacles that are in your way, you will one day be lucky enough to see Bread Excalibur. And you will know when the time is right what to do with those things. The storybook never explains it, but does allude to the fact that the little boy had to have those 3 things to get to Bread Excalibur.
And there were 3 paths. 3 paths. Fork.
And he's gonna pick up the fork and just go,
Yeah. Do you know what this means? This is what legends have told of.
and yeah, I honestly, he's just gonna turn around with the fork in front of him, and he just will shout, "Bread Caliber ho!" and start taking off towards the fork of the tunnels. Fork.
Fudge kind of stops and looks around for a second and goes, "Oh my god, it is a fancy butter knife, isn't it?" And then runs after Whiskey.
What about a spoon?
What? Like,
It's her. Okay. Anyway, yeah, but Corncob's just gonna like. There's probably like an anime like ... moment over Corncob's head, and then he's just gonna run after Whiskey.
Willow's gonna follow all of them, yelling, "We have to stay together or you're gonna get lost again!"
You guys are running through the darkness, and the person in the
Yep.
back has the flashlight.
Has the flashlight.
Perfect.
Well, Jack's on instinct. He's just gone. So as you all go to exit that tunnel and start to walk around, I will cut to Big Red, who is now in the middle tunnel with a army of gumdrop buddies. All of them but Sugar Plum have followed you. And so as you go into this tunnel, it looks a bit different than like the normal cave that you were standing in. It still has like the texture of rock candy, but there's fudge dripping down from the ceiling. You don't know exactly how much it is related to the hot fudge sea below you, but you had heard at one point that there were waterfalls in this forest, or fudge falls in this forest, but no one has been here in so long that it was always just like it may be not. But in saying that, as you are going down this tunnel and the fudge is dripping, you do come to a rushing fudge fall that is straight in front of you. There is no around it or above it or below it. It is in front of you.
Ooh. Can I put my hand out to
Yeah,
see
for
if
sure.
it's warm? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's hot fudge. Like, that is exactly what it is.
Ooh. All right. And just completely covering the path, yeah?
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay. Well, what do you think, little buddies? I think I don't want a chance jumping through there if there's no way of me coming back. So we'll probably report this to our friends. Yeah. Yeah, what you all think?
Yeah, they're just gonna like hop around, not in a party sort of mode, but they'll hop a few times. Which, by now you've probably gathered at least a little bit that that's sort of their agreeance.
Sure. All right. Well, I do have to say it does taste mighty good. He pulls out one of his scoopers and. That's good. That's you know what? I'll pull out the other one. Yep. All right. Let's start heading back to everybody. Taking a mental note.
Yep.
Not jumping through your falls right now, Mallory.
No, honestly the good choice, the right choice even.
It's okay. Okay. Start heading back.
As you all convene back into the middle of the cave, you all will kind of all come out at about the same time and sort of stumble back into this middle space.
Oh, hey. Oh, I see old Gati, is that bright purpley fork, huh? Nice. So yeah, I went down middle tunnel down there, and lots of fudge just kind of like dripping from the ceiling, and then just like straight wall of like fudge. Yeah. So didn't know. I figured to see what you all found out. Check out that middle tunnel, and then I'm guessing best thing we could do is jump through it. I know it's like a crazy idea, right? But you never know. Could be good. I mean, it tastes good. Anybody want to taste? Yeah, it had a little bit left in my scooper. Willow corn cob? No. Okay. Well, all right. Down the third tunnel. Yeah.
Justin kind of like, because he's a giraffe, instead of like looking down and stuff, he likes to like kind of move his whole body to like come down to meet people. He feels like it's more polite that way than expecting everybody to look up at him. And so he'll just kind of circle around and go, oh yeah, my dude, like down there's where the circus peanut bushes are that like come back to life every day. Really cool. And then there's like some other stuff back there too. I don't eat it as much because like I just really like circus peanuts, my dude, but like it's all good down there, you know? It's like all good. But yeah, like we can just go this way. This one is like the easiest one for me to get through because it's built really tall.
Well, have you ever gone through the chocolate falls down this tunnel at all?
Oh no, I'm not gonna lie, my dude did not even know it was down there. Have not even bothered to explore the other two. I found circus peanuts and I was like, well, that's that.
Well,
I mean, understandable. Circus peanuts are like the best candy.
absolutely.
Yeah,
well, I
like-
was just thinking though that maybe, I mean, you could use your incredible asset of a very long neck and maybe tilt your head through, see if there's anything on the other side of the waterfall or the chocolate fall. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great idea. I honestly sometimes I forget I've got like a really long neck compared to other people, but like yeah, I could totally do that. I'm happy to. Do you want to go to fudge or the circus peanuts first? Because like we could do whatever. I'm like just here to vibe now that I just have company.
Yeah. Did you all want any circus peanuts at all, or
Yes.
check? Oh, okay. Well, circus peanuts it is.
Sweet. And then he looks at Corncob and goes, "You get me."
Justin Twizzler Lake, I feel like this is the start of a very fruitful friendship.
I would agree. My dude, you are welcome at the garden anytime.
Heck yeah, brother.
Yeah. And he will kind of duck down just the tiniest bit, just to get through the doorway of this tunnel. And then you all can see him stand back up to his full height as he starts to go down.
Okay.
So as you all follow through, all of the gumdrops are sort of like hurriedly getting through. This path is more narrow than the other two, but they are all insisting that they're going to be kind of toward the front, and so they're all squeezing through and kind of going in and out of legs, trying to get there. But as you all hit maybe 20 feet down the corridor, it opens up into this large circular room. The walls go up really high, like maybe 3 or 4 times the height of Justin, and all around the walls and then through like little paths in the center are circus peanut bushes. There are plants hanging off of walls that look like they're licorice root. All of that is just culminating into what looks like beautiful plant life stemming in this room.
Okay.
Wow.
All right. There's lots of plant life in this room.
Yep.
There's circus peanuts, ostensibly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Lots of those. There's licorice root growing out of the walls. And there are those, what are they called? Like the buttons. It was like one long strip.
Oh yeah, the
Peel
candy
off
buttons. Yeah.
Candy buttons, yeah. Like you see those like sprinkled everywhere, almost like flowers or like weeds that have popped up are just candy dots.
Well, first I'm gonna bury my face in the circus peanuts,
I love that for you.
and that's all I'm gonna do.
Okay. Honestly, I love that journey for you.
Yeah.
As the plant
Yeah.
guy who's like, no, I'm just gonna bury my head in this plant.
He got into plants because they're so tasty. Like
mean, they
it
are.
makes sense. So
No, you're correct. Totally. As you, everybody give me like a whatever check you would like, but this is going to be based on perception. Now, Justin has been in here a lot, so you could always talk to Justin about anything that he thinks is unusual about this room. Though, let's face it, Justin is Justin. He's about good vibes and circus peanuts. You can make a mental about it. If you want to like get better, like a better look of the room somehow, you can use physical. I'm up for whatever. You tell me.
I think I want to talk to the plants again.
Okay, cool.
I rolled a social and I rolled a 12, so a success of 2.
Fantastic. Anybody else want to do anything?
Yeah. Is there like a ledge, like any ledges that we could possibly reach on the outskirts, get like just to kind of get up a little bit higher, closer to the ceiling, and kind of scope out from a little bit higher?
Yeah, I'll say that like every few licorice root that are coming out of the wall, they rest on top of a small ledge that like juts out of the wall, maybe like this much. It's not a ton, but it is certainly enough to stand on.
Okay. Yeah. Could I hop up tall and just give a look around? Okay.
Yeah.
Hello. It is. I was going with mental because I'm looking around, and I have a 10. I rolled a 7.
Awesome, that'll work. Willow, is there anything you would like to do in this moment?
No.
Okay. So we will go ahead and start with Corncob. So as you are, right, real quick, Whiskey, do you want to do anything in this room that I will re-describe for you very quickly if you need it? You are muted.
Does it have a knife or a spoon?
Well, that is part of what we were looking for. We're making perception checks, however you would like to make that. Like talking to Justin or something like that would be a social roll. Climbing to somewhere higher or something like that is physical. Mental is just like your traditional perception check.
I
Corncob
think
is talking to plants, and Big Red has climbed on the ledge to catch you up to where we are.
We're gonna do mental, and Whiskey's just gonna run into the room and just do the like look at all the things.
Fantastic. I love that.
Look at all the things roll.
Yeah. So
It's a valid roll.
make a roll for
Totally.
me, Whiskey,
I agree.
while we resolve everybody else's. So we will start with Corncob.
Yeah,
as you talk to the plants, what do you say?
Yeah, Corncob like crouches down again like the way he did with the other plants, and he's like, "Hey, little lichens, it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I'm Corncob. I'm one of you. I am named after a plant. We're looking for a way out of here, or we're looking for a knife or a fork, I suppose. Would you happen, with your plantly worldly knowledge, to know where any of this is that we're looking for?"
At first, they're kind of quiet, mostly because they've not spoken to anybody in a very long time. And then they all sort of like as one being speak through this one circus peanut bush, the one that you have decided to bury your face in.
Oh,
Um,
oh my god.
uh, like we haven't seen it personally because we're really low to the ground.
Yeah.
But we've heard that there's like a knife around here. But like it's not at bush level, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
So like maybe higher than us is like our best guess for you.
Oh. Well, that's excellent news. Thank you for the information and also for the sustenance because it has been 30 minutes since I last ate, and that is just way too long.
You're super welcome. We like regrow every day because we're magic, so you
Oh,
take as much as you
sick.
want. We'll all be back to it tomorrow. We're really not worried about it.
Hell yeah. I mean, heck yeah.
I mean,
Can't
like
curse
if
in
you
front of the kids.
oh, the kids are the problem. I thought it was us, and I was like, dude, we're
No.
circus peanuts. Like, we don't care what you say.
No,
Honestly,
it's
like
the
lowest
kids.
on our list of concerns. Yeah, no, though, like totally get that. Respect you for respecting them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Got it. And then they're gonna go about their circus peanut business.
Thank you,
What
circus
I will,
peanut.
what I will say for Big Red is that you have chosen to get to a higher vantage point.
Yes.
Now, because of this, and obviously the circus peanuts have let Corn Pop know that it is not at ground level, I'm gonna have you make another perception check of whatever sort you would like.
Okay.
But it's not in your immediate vicinity. But you can certainly, if you look hard enough, can probably figure out where it is for you.
Okay. Bum, bum, bum. Yeah. Hey, that's even better. So mental is a 10. I rolled a 5. And actually, because I was climbing, the last one I rolled a 7. It was my physical was a 14. So that's a big.
Yeah, so
that's
between the two, you're totally good.
Yep.
As you are looking while you're standing on this ledge very close to the wall, there's not a lot of room to stand here, but as you look around, you can see up fairly high, certainly taller than Justin by at least a few feet, is a glowing knife that is suspended from a single licorice root in the middle of the ceiling.
Yeah. A whiskey. You were shouting about a knife, right? There's I actually see it. It's like hanging up on the ceiling over here.
Ah! Whiskey tries to jump for it. And very
I
much
don't-
can't reach it because he is a little
I
skunk.
mean, unless I was about to say Kevin. Unless Justin, we can use your impeccable neck again, and then maybe Whiskey can climb up there, or I could try to lasso some roots over here, and I could swing to it. I could get really adventurous. What you all think? Well, maybe not. I'm not the best at that.
I am up for whatever, my dude. I am more than happy to let the young scout dude get on top of me in the name of adventure and get the knife up from the ground. Lil Whiskey, if like you want to do that, my dude.
Whiskey is hyperventilating.
So you, with your mental roll, because you did very well, I'm going to give you a bonus to this roll. So you are going to roll physical for me for climbing Justin Twizzler Lake. And you, whatever number you roll, subtract 3. Because, I mean, he's a giraffe. He's not the easiest to climb, but you at least know about what path should be fun.
That puts me at a 4.
Out of what? What is your margin of success
Out of
here?
12. So I would like to go ahead and spend that spirit boost from earlier.
So you
Make
have
it
a
an
2?
10.
Okay, cool. So, what I will say is that as Justin Twizzler Lake will crouch down a bit so you can properly climb, And as you do, you are able to literally stand on top of Justin Twizzler Lake's head. It gives you your best vantage point to be able to climb to see this knife. And because you had such a big margin of success, I will also say that you are pretty much just in the grasp of the knife. If you give it the right amount of tug, you've got it. I was gonna make you roll for it, but I loved that so much that I'm not. You just have a knife now.
And I have the fork in one hand and the knife in the other, and he's
What
just
are
going to cross them together. Go,
Let me be
ah!
very clear. This is a butter knife. I am not handing a child a very sharp knife yet.
Are you
Let's
sure
wait till
about
we get
that?
to the sword. A butter knife. Butter knife.
That's a magical butter knife.
It's a magical
This
butter
is-
knife.
This is a
It's butter.
Ren Fair knife, so it's basically a magical knife.
That is accurate from what I've heard. And so, yeah, you now have the fork and the knife. I just climbed Justin Twizzler Lake, and all I got was this glowing knife. Cat. So good. Mama Cat's coming in with singers tonight. If people are not watching chat, you're missing out on good stuff. But yeah, you have a glowing knife, a glowing fork. You are standing atop Justin Twizzler Lake. Where would anybody like to go from here?
Well, I mean, unless there's no way out this way, I mean, the only other way is going to be through that chocolate waterfall.
The spoon.
Spoon, spoon. Nothing can stop the spoon.
This guy gets it.
References tonight. Yeah.
Well, it's just along for the ride.
Justin, or sorry, you go.
Oh no, I was gonna say Corncob, probably said like, oh yeah, it's up there somewhere, and then immediately went back to eating. He got permission.
Yeah,
So
he did.
Yeah.
Accurate. Okay. I'll climb down. Be like, okay, is everybody ready to go? Middle tunnel, yeah. Corncob, you want to take some of those with you?
Yeah. He takes a branch, opens up his little belly pouch, and just like shakes. To
Yeah, boy. Yeah. Okay.
we need it for the road. You never know.
True. Okay. Well, Justin, say goodbye. Hopefully we'll be able to get out of here.
Bye Circus Peanut Dudes. You've been very helpful since I've been trapped in here. I wish I could talk to you like plants like Corncob did, because that looked real cool. But thank you for being good listeners as I tried to work through some things in this time of just like solitude and things. So like thanks. And hopefully I will not see you later, but I hope you enjoy your life in here. And he will turn out with whiskey still on top of him and duck down to leave. So I was about to say, so if you all would like to follow along, the entrance to the blue tunnel is probably like only a couple of minutes away. The green tunnel is not very long. So as you go back to the blue tunnel, you face this hot fudge waterfall again.
So, what do you think, Justin? Stick your head through. We'll hold on to you as well too. But
Oh, you're all good, my dude. Like all of my like center of gravity is just like down in my body. My head can sort of like move freely.
okay, just be careful.
Oh yeah, for sure. But little dude, you should probably get off my head. I don't want to stick you through hot fudge.
How hot is the hot fudge?
Adam, how hot is the hot fudge? You had some earlier. I'll let you decide.
You know what? It's been it's hot enough to where you would eat it, you'd be like, oh, it's getting okay, my tongue just a little bit, but not enough where it's gonna scald you really bad. I mean, it's warm fudge. Let's say it's warm fudge because it's been traveling down through some rocks and everything, cooling it down and everything a little bit. So yeah, it's nice warm fudge. It's right before when it hits, and then it really starts to solidify. So it's good. We're good. You gotta ride that neck through the falls, yeah? Are
I
ya?
mean, my dude, if you wanna come along, like I'm not gonna tell you no. I just like didn't want to force you to get fudge all over you. Like I felt like I should at least be giving you the option because that was the kind thing to do.
I pull out my baking mitts and I put one on my head like a hat to keep me dry.
Fantastic.
And I hold his neck closer and I just say,
Everything's coming up, whiskey.
and I'm ready. That's how I'm saying I'm ready to
Yep.
to go into the yes.
Oh, for sure,
It's worth
little
it for the
dude.
spoon, okay? It's worth it for the spoon.
Oh, for sure. I don't know what that means, but like for sure, my dude. Just like hang on for the ride. And he will like brace himself sort of at the wall of the cave and slowly put his head out through like the edge of the hot fudge waterfall. And Whiskey, you see like this huge open space. This waterfall falls probably 20 or 30 feet down into a huge pool of warm fudge. But there is also like land tied to it. This cave has become massive, almost like the whole mountain that you all are in is the rest of this cave. There are gemstones everywhere in it, those rock candies that are different colors. And here there is natural light let in, so it almost shines like a rainbow in the entire cavern. And very small, down at the floor, you see something that glows blue. And from this distance, you couldn't possibly tell what the shape of it is, but you know that it's the right color.
Blue glow!
Whiskey is going to leap off of Justin and start to scurry.
What do I even ask for here? Physical, because I think you might like belly flop into hot fudge. I don't know how this works.
Oh, that went well.
Well, it's like a high dive. It's like a high dive. Super
Yeah, it's like a high
Pretty
dive.
high-
Just
pretty high
land
dive.
correctly.
Spend
It's fine.
spirit to meet my 14. I mean, my
You
12,
use
I rolled a 14.
whatever. Yeah, you use whatever spirit you would like.
Yeah,
Cool. How much
yeah,
are
we're
you
doing
spending?
that. 2.
Okay, cool. So you're meeting your 14.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. So as you kind of leap, Justin's like, my dude, my dude, which is what you hear as you fall. And you splash into the warm fudge below. Thankfully, it is deep enough to where when you land, you don't hit anything at the bottom. Like, you just sort of sink for a second, and once you try to pull yourself back up, you can get up fairly easily. It's not thick, at least not down here. Like, normally when it's in the sea itself, it is like a very thick fudge that is hard to move through, but down here it's almost been diluted in a way. So as you pop back up to the surface, you can see the spoon, and it is probably like 20-ish feet in front of you.
Doggy paddling.
Fantastic. Give me a physical for how well you can doggy paddle, just out of curiosity at this point.
Oh, that's not a good. That's not great. I'm gonna use 6 spirit to meet
Cool.
my physical.
I love that. So you doggy paddle for your life. Within a few minutes, you have gotten to the edge of the shore, and the spoon is literally within grasping reach. And as you go to reach for it, you all hear a thud. And Whiskey, as you look up, you see a giant piece of like a plastic container. It is probably 20 foot high. It has a huge like orange lid, and the inside of it, you can just see like little bits and pieces. Some of them look like gumdrop buddies that are like trapped inside, and other ones are like the bits of glitter and the bits of like circus peanut plant and just scraps of everything. And this huge like creature that is partially see-through just kind of lands in front of you, and the lid opens slightly, almost like it seems like it might try to eat you. And we're gonna cut early for the night, because I think that's a fun place to stop.
Early for the night.
We're gonna cut early for the night. Why not? I make the rules here, and I'm saying we're cutting early for the night.
That is a good cliffhanger, literally.
Oh my goodness gracious. Oh, oh. Oh, damn, Mallory. What Stardew says.
Very glad that I could entertain the masses tonight. Oh, and thank you for the new followers, because we're getting a bit closer to our goal, which is very nice.
Yay!
Our goal is 200 by the end of February. We're at 175 right now, which is really respectful. So I'm liking the positive climb. So we will go around and just do our ending cards for the night. I'm letting you all go like a whole hour early. Everybody get the extra sleep that you need. Scott, it's like the foggy plastic. Like, you would see it inside, but it's just not clear. It's the way you wash Tupperware over and over again, and it gets ruined.
Yeah. You know what? Valid.
Yeah.
It
We're
always has the
with...
spaghetti stain on it.
It does. And I almost said that out loud, but I was like, I'm gonna wait on that one. For specific reasons. So,
okay.
Allie, we start with you tonight.
Hi guys, what's up? I'm Allie Capone on socials, and you can catch me tomorrow on Femme Gamer Party at 5:30 Eastern Standard. Join Vanessa and I for Home Brewery, where we were originally making Cozy Gamer subclasses for 5th edition, and that's pivoting, and we are now making a game. So join us tomorrow there, and then Friday you can join me and Kylie and Mallory over on Femme Gamer Party for season 2 of Lake. I am back in the GM seat after tagging in Jenna for a week. I hear y'all got into some rough housing and may have gone viral.
It did not. I made that guy delete the clip.
Beautiful. We love to
I
hear
cast
it.
suggestion.
And I think we're going to be heading over to the depths to see Big Alberta is what I heard. So it's be fun
Big
times.
Alberta, man. Alrighty, and next is Amber.
Hi everybody, I'm Amber, also known as the Space Jamber. Anywhere there's internet, Twitter, Twitch, all of the above. I'm a TTRPG writer, editor, streamer, kind of slowing down from March, which is fine because I've been in like everything for the last 6 months and I need to sleep. But anyway, speaking of not sleeping, I'm going to be on the initiative order tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern. That is going to be for my Monster Hearts game that I'm running. That is Danny Phantom themed with the serial numbers rubbed off. It is called Gone Ghost. And we just had a really, really emotional episode last Thursday. So if you would like to see us kind of hard pivot from the emotion and go into party sexy mode, I guess, join us tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern on the initiative order. Also on Saturday, I have just decided during this stream that I'm absolutely doing a charity stream on Saturday night at 6 p.m. Eastern on my channel, The Space Jamber, to support Girls Rock DC, which is a initiative for Black and Brown girls and non-binary students in DC to learn music, to have music education. So want to make sure that they have the funds to run their annual hat band this year. So yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. Gonna play Monster Prom and raise money for the kids.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Woo! Alrighty, and
Thank
then
you for
there's...
having me.
Yeah, we love having you all. This is one of my favorite things I look forward to every week. And so now we go to Adam.
Hi, friends. I'm Adam, aka Big Red, and Big Red, but two of them not the same person. Wink, wink, nudgy, nudge, fudgy, fudge. Yeah, you can find me on the socials at Azerol1. Yeah, and then Wednesdays here, and then on Mondays, Monday and Tuesday, actually, we just had our first actual episodes over at Eric Frankhouse Presents of Dragonlance. A Song of Lance and Fire. I'm on our Monday crew. Hence why I'm keeping this beautiful facial hair now, which really excites me. And you can see Mal and Allie on Tuesday crew. We like each other. We don't like each other. We don't know each other. We kind of know each other. I don't know. It's
no
going to be
idea
really
what's
fun.
happening.
So we just started that this past week. So we've got our next episodes next week. And then this Friday, there is no adventure over on Dragons and Things. We are actually going to be finishing that up next week for our season finale of that adventure. So be ready. And then throughout the week, you can also catch me and my lady Diana over on our channel, Alex Rogue 460, cooking up some actual food, virtual food, as we play Overcooked 2, making some din din from HelloFresh and other stuff too. So be on the lookout for stuff. Yummy, fun. Woo! Lots of talking. Done for the day. Let's go.
You're doing great. Hey, Kylie, let's talk.
Like Ali said, on Friday I will be over on Femme Gamer Party for Ladies of Lake. And then I will be back here next week on Monday and Wednesday for our 2 games. And that's all I got.
Yeah. And then there's me. Hi, I'm Mallory, and I've been your game master tonight. I'm also your game master on Mondays, where we play Into the Dark Room, and this upcoming week is the finale, which is going to be super fun, I think. I left everybody in like a liminal hellscape. It's going to be fine, though. I am also on Dragonlance over on Eric Frankhouse Presents. I play Allie's half-sister in that campaign, and that's a lot of fun. So we'll be back on Tuesday for another episode, and I am also on Fridays with Allie and Kylie over in Ladies of Lake, just with a table that has my whole heart. I also am a writer, and I released Remember Us on Sunday. So it's out now, and it's a thing that you can go get if you want. It's pay what you want. It's like not a paid thing. I just wanted everybody to have it if they wanted it. And that link is on my Twitter too. And if anything changes, I always put it on Twitter. You can find me on every social media platform alive at MoxieBlue, MoXXIEBLUE, except for MySpace, because I was sent a screenshot of MySpace trying to find me there, and it says I don't exist. So I'm sorry, you can't find me on MySpace. You can find me anywhere else. I think that is all we have for tonight. Yes? Probably? Sure? Kinda? Maybe? Why not? Alright, so we will see you on Monday. And in the meantime, love yourself, take care of each other, and go have the happiest adventure. See you later. Bye-bye.
Bye, friends.
Bye.